Hello and welcome back to the Executive Movie Industry Tycoon. It has been quite a while since the last episode in this Let's Play series, and I talked before about, hey, I want to make sure that I'm doing this Let's Play series. I want to stay somewhat consistent with it. I was consistent for 4 episodes and then immediately wasn't. I think the last episode I uploaded of this was November of last year, so it's been a while, but I am back. Hoping to jump on this, hoping to provide a bit more of a journey with this. I don't know exactly to what end this will end. Maybe we go to whenever the age of the game actually ends, or maybe we stop a little sooner than that. But the hope is to pump out more of these episodes with a bit of a quicker turnaround. So yeah, for those that have been watching or maybe newly acquainted with the content, I am Jeremy, one half of the Thoughts and Players podcast. We are in this Let's Play of the Executive Movie Industry Tycoon, and we are in November of 1980. Now, I am familiar with where we left off on last episode, and I think mostly for this series, again, we're in episode 5 now. We've been crushing. We kind of been crushing. Black Guy is not only is he an award-winning filmmaker, he's a multi-award-winning filmmaker, because in the last episode we won the Rami with the Treasure of the National. Let's drop the right, make it more impactful. Basically our national treasure imagination ripoff type of thing that again won the 1980, I think it was, or 1979 Rami. So we're feeling real good. Let's take an assessment of where we are. We've got 24.3 mil in the bank. Again, to hit this achievement and gain 0.3 prestige, we got to hit 40 mil in the bank. And eventually we have to move to a small office, which is, again, I think it's something that you purchase in the menus, and it takes a bag to be able to move to a small office. So we've still got quite a ways to go. Let's look at our ancillary revenue. We don't currently have a deal in place. But what Belinda is doing right now is actually sourcing that deal. So that's what she's doing, is she's negotiating an ancillary deal, a home entertainment deal, so that way we can make money off of our library from home sales and different stuff like that. So that's what we've got cooking right now. We did research some new genres at the last episode, which is why our research points are low. And the best way for us to gain those research points, obviously, is to gain business insights on movies we've done. See some analytics. We don't have any movies here that need analytics because we did that already with our last movie. So do you know what we need to do, people? You know what we need to do? We need to stop futzing around with the talking, and we need to start making movies. That's what Black Guy's here for. That's what we're here for. So obviously budget's going to be small. We haven't unlocked the larger productions yet. We've got a genre. Now, last time we did, I can't remember the exact one. We tried to explore some new ones. And so these green kind of bookmarks basically indicate you haven't made a movie in this genre yet. And look, it's the 1980s. And I think the 1980s saw the emergence of a lot of fantasy, a lot of cheesy 80s fantasy movies. So I think that's maybe where I want to go. So let's see here. Fantasy. Now what actually would work with that, of all these genres? We can go with one that already exists. We can go with a new one. I'm trying to think, do we have any genres here that, so this indicates what you're pairing it up with, but if you have past analytics that indicate it's good or bad, it will be like green or blue or yellow or something like that. So it looks like we haven't done a lot here. I don't know. I want to do something weird and interesting, and I think that's time travel. A time-traveling fantasy movie sounds kind of interesting. I don't know if it'll make money, but I think we do it to see what happens. I like that pairing. Let's do PG, because that'll help us with the audience. Again, we aren't really sure with everything how it's going to work out. So let's look for a director. And we're going to look for one that likes the script. We sort by script. John Ho immediately pops. I think domestically 64, that works. He wants 5 points on this. And 40K, we could probably find people that are much cheaper. You know, maybe we give this to a young director to give him a shot, but I like that domestic score. I really like that domestic score. You know, we're jumping back into it. I'm a little bit nervous. So let's jump into this. And then let's see here. Let's find our lead, George Siegel. That's a nice domestic score again. But I think let's go with Harvey Atkin. Let's split the diff. Right? I don't want to be giving away all these points. Production team, black guy, upskilling, crushing, doing what he's got to do. Let's see here. What are we going to name this thing? Guardians of the Guardian. No, it's not. Guardians of. I don't know. Let's see. Time Guards. And I don't know. Creativity's not hitting me particularly right now. So let's get cracking on it. Alrighty, so again, we haven't done this before, so we need to figure out exactly what's going on here. So when I think of fantasy, the writing probably doesn't matter as much. I would imagine the costumes matter, and the set design probably matters more. Let's see, props. I like set armor and location. Large studio set. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of extra money to put into this movie. Lights and decor. I think breakable set is nice. Let's go with that. Okay, so we've got a deal going here. We've got a 8-year or a $5 million breakage fee or a 6-year. Now, we're pretty good. I mean, look at this. I mean, one we're just not good on. So this is a longer deal, 1.5 years longer, but let's go with it. Alrighty. Again, I would think special effects are probably where it's at. A little bit less there, and then yeah. Right? Man, a lot of fantasy movies have some pretty great music, but let's go with that. Alrighty. We're doing domestic third-party distribution. Belinda is going to negotiate for us. Look at that. But Belinda's skills more than enough for what we need here. She's going to search for a domestic distributor. Let's see here. Okay, so we've got a couple of possible options. Not going there. You are not getting 54% of our split. Let's see. Don't have a lot of conflict there. No conflict here either. So they're offering 48 and 45, but let's see what Walt Disney, do they have any conflict? They don't, and they have less movies on their docket. So we're going with Walt Disney for release. Let's see what happens. Alrighty, time to release. Let's see how it works. 6.5, 7, 5.5, 8, 6.5. Not great. Not great. We have a theatrical run. Let's see if we make our money back. We might turn a profit here. Yes. Okay. Analytics, time guards, black guy. He's going to generate some insights on that. A, B, C, C, A, C. Okay. Ends up with a B. Still same non-logic, it feels like. So profit loss. We made 600 grand on it. And this is kind of a good indication of things. So we came in third at the box office, obviously, because those are the other movies that were options. The movie grossed 18.4 million, and we profited 600 grand. Like, you know, as we progress, we're going to take advantage of some things and put ourselves in a better position to be profitable, but it's going to take some time getting there. I think our prestige went down one too. Oh no, so actual total profit loss was 746. So, invested too much in writing, or I actually didn't invest enough, I mean, in writing. I put it at 20%. It needs to be 25 and 50. And then I guess also didn't put enough, or actually put too much into costume and makeup. Okay. So that's good to know. That's good to know. Alrighty. We've got 119 research points. So let's actually do some research. So we've unlocked the sales role, obviously. We can't hire anyone else in this office, so I don't feel it's worth researching any roles. 100 gained, you gain access to a small office to expand the team. I feel like we have more opportunities to unlock other things here that would help us. So let's see here. Let's look at, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have more things unlocked for production and post-production right now, but what's some things? Outdoor builds. I like that. Let's grab that. Thematic furniture. Let's grab that. That's put us at 29. Themes are... Oh, man, I just missed it. Okay. Well, let's do another movie. Small. Let's do a family movie. A coming-of-age family movie. That's gotta work, right? Make it PG. Max Bayer Jr. Cheap. Good. Great with the script. Ooh. Carol Ballard might be better, though. More money, more points. No, let's keep it cheap. Let's go Burt Lancaster. Oh, young Dennis Quaid. Ooh, a nice... you know what? I just want to say I had Robin Williams on a movie. So let's go with that. Black guy's obviously heading it up. And let's type it. This is family. I like that. Nice and quaint. Alrighty. So this is cheaper up front automatically for us. Let's see what we end up really getting. Yep. It'd be helpful if I actually advance time, wouldn't it? Okay. So I feel like the writing is important. I think that's probably the most important thing. Let's do some cultural references. Do you want to do anything else with the script? I think subtext writing. Let's go with that. Yeah, this might shape up to be all right. Again, I feel something like this: editing and probably music would be the most important. Narrative frame, let's go with that. And now let's seek a domestic partner here. Now, we got Belinda. Wrapping this up. Alrighty. Ooh. So Walt Disney's liking it, doesn't have anything else. We're at 52%. They're the highest split, but we also get extra bonuses for this being a movie genre they want, and them also being a generalist. So we're going with Walt Disney. We also don't have any conflicting movies, so that should help us box office time. 6.5, 6.5, 5.5, 6, 5.5. We are striking out. Oof. Oh, our prestige, man. Okay, A, B, B, C, C, C. Well, we made a little bit more money on that one. You look at like the discrepancy in like our profitability versus what we gross, and it's just kind of crazy. Well, let's get Black Eye on generating insights on this, and let's try to learn. Here's the thing: we are still progressing our cash, right? It's kind of like, let's just get there. Not enough in the sound, and we're spot on with the costumes, but we need to put more into sound design and music. Okay. Alrighty. So we're kind of at a little bit of a interesting thing here. You know what, this is gonna be, let's do the same thing we did like for our last episode. Let's end it with an unlock. We've been a little successful, a little bit lacking of success in this one. Sports movies. Let's do dinosaurs. Right, we want to do our own kind of like Jurassic Park type thing. Let's go another round of unlocking themes. Want a really strong one. A detective. I don't love this. Trial. With like A Few Good Gentlemen or some crap like that. I guess let's go detective. And we've got 72. Let's go another. And then we can maybe find something else in production or post-production. Revenge. And I'm gonna go politics. Nice political drama. So let's see here. What else we've got? What's thematic expertise? I like that. Let's do that with the writing. We've got 2 left. Focus on the backlog. Okay. I say let's count it for this episode. We'll be back with more, promise. But let's count that for today. Thanks for tuning in. We're 10 mil away. Our prestige has dropped a little bit, but we're getting there as far as cash. Drop our prestige up, maybe that'll help us. So we'll see what we can get to there. But thanks for tuning in. Please like, subscribe if you're digging the content. Be sure to check out the podcast. We post weekly on your podcast services as well as on YouTube. And yeah, until then, I will check you out on the next one.